Hello everyone, welcome back to another manga chapter review. I'm the Rat, and this is the Rat's Nest. Today I'm joined by Kyle, as always. Say hi, Kyle.
Hey everyone.
We're talking about One Piece. I love One Piece, don't you?
I really do, man.
Never had a problem with One Piece at all.
No, I've had problems with One Piece, but I do enjoy the whole series. This chapter 1058, it's the first post, like not literally post Wano, but like chapter that's happened where we're no longer in Wano dealing with anything related to Wano. We're finally out of Wano.
It's an interesting thought to think that this chapter is part of an arc that we don't even know the name of yet.
Honestly, it's so... Again, because whenever I got into One Piece, Wano was it. That was the big thing. So now that we're finally here out of Wano, it's like I can finally experience what it's like to read a One Piece like arc or saga as it's coming out and be involved in all the mystery. And it's just a good feeling. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to wherever we go next, even if it is just like a little mini arc. Like, so I mean, I'd be totally down for that. Another little mini arc.
I would like a break in like long after the Wano. A break would be nice.
Yeah, this was a very good chapter. Obviously, the highlights of this chapter being bounties, everyone's favorite. Powerscaler,
yeah,
the Powerscaler's delight, you could say.
Well, first things first, we see people are theorizing that Nami has Conqueror's Haki. I don't think that that's the case.
Yeah, I think it's just a funny goof or gaff.
I remember hearing somewhere that like the two ways to like hurt a devil fruit user are Haki and someone who truly cares about you. I don't remember where I heard it, but if that's the case, I could see it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun just to see the Strawhats just like interact again, you know?
Finally, after so many chapters, it's just good seeing the Strawhats be the Strawhats.
That's so
like
true.
Jinbei. Jinbei's part of the crew now. He's just here.
He is.
Yeah, like Jinbei reacting to Nami locking Luffy in a cage. And then we
Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, by the way.
Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. Feels good to say it.
Mm-hmm. I like how they introduce it like that. And
then we get the bounties where the Emperor and his 9 commanders feels just
the leaders
feels
of the 56,000 or the 5,600 man Grand Fleet.
It just feels good to say it aloud. So let's go through these as they show up in the chapter. So, Okay, my page refreshed. Anyway, so we're starting off with Chopper. We see Chopper went from wasn't he at 50? Like he went from 50 to 100. Now he's gone
at 1,000.
100 to 1,000, and he's still their mascot.
No, he's the pet.
Yeah, even the lowest of them, like Cat Burglar Nami.
Hundreds of millions, even I'd go after someone with this bounty. Lol. He has a higher bounty than
I was gonna say Luffy in the East Blue.
Yeah, not even that. It's Sabaody.
Not East Blue. Yeah, Sabaody. Yeah, because he was 300 million up until like Emperor.
And then after Marineford, he got 400 million, and then he got 500. When did he get 500? Was that after Punk Hazard? Was it after Dressrosa? I think he got 500.
No, because not many people knew about the stuff from Punk Hazard. So yeah, it was Dressrosa where he was like 500 million.
And then he beat Katakuri, he went to 1.5. And now obviously beat Kaido into 3.
And now let's see, we have Soul King Brook at 383 million. Frankie, whose picture isn't even on the poster, at 394 million.
I think it's way too low. I think it deserves to be higher.
It should. Well, not as high as Sniper God Usopp with a 500 million bounty. That's one that I enjoy. Finally, justice done for Robin. A bounty truly reflecting who they describe as the most dangerous woman on the planet. 930 million, and I'm totally not biased in saying that.
The third highest woman bounty in One Piece. For Big Mom and Charlotte Smoothie.
Yes. But moving on from my bias, we get to the moment where Sanji fans can finally shut the fuck up.
Lol.
in universe, like I enjoy the back and forth, but out of universe, I'm just so happy that Sanji fans can finally shut it now. Because at one point they're like, "Oh yeah, Sanji's stronger than Zoro. Look at the bounty. Look at how big."
Sanji's actually the co-captain.
Yeah, Sanji being the co-captain. No funnier words have been said in talking about One Piece. No, he's not the co-captain. Also, Jinbei is higher than even Sanji is.
So new monster trio. That's all I was saying. New monster trio.
It literally is the new monster trio because Sanji's not in the trio. They said in this chapter like bounties aren't determined by pure strength. So Sanji fans who thought that his bounty was high because he was a member of Germa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like individually Sanji's strong. I'm not saying he's not, but I don't think it's enough to be co-captain like Zoro or Jinbei and the new monster trio.
New monster trio. You love to see it.
It's a good feeling. I'm happy that Zoro's back in second, and their bounties are Sanji's is 1.32 billion.
1.032.
Oh, sorry, 032.
Yeah.
Base is 1.1 billion, and then Zoro's is 1.1 billion 1,100.
It's a very odd bounty.
very, very. Just making sure it's slightly more than Sanji's in some areas.
We have Luffy 3 billion. Nice.
Which, again, I don't think Law and Kid should be that high.
Yeah, I think they should be around 2.5 billion. I think that's fair.
Like my logic behind it is Luffy, granted, ignoring the fact that there was a lot of team fighting in these, Luffy took down Kaido, and it took both Kid and Law to take down Big Mom. So since it was two of them doing like half the work, I'd say like 1.5, but even 2 to 2.5 would be fair.
And also, I think just Luffy being an emperor, his should be higher than theirs.
That's
not even saying like, oh, they don't deserve the 3 billion. That's like saying like Luffy should be higher than theirs.
Yeah,
I think 3 billion's a good bounty for Luffy, but
yeah, 3 billion's a good number. It's only going to get higher. How high will his ceiling go?
And then we get the coldest panel in all of One Piece.
the best part of this chapter, we see Crocodile and Mihawk chilling, holding Buggy's head at like sword point.
And here we get to see that Crocodile founded Cross Guild, and Mihawk and Buggy like kind of joined him, and Buggy was just kind of like an asshet there. It was
he was a broker. And he couldn't pay back. He could not pay back Crocodile.
Yeah, and the reason that Buggy's an emperor is because his like subordinates made a poster with him in the middle and then passed it out all over the world, and the Marines thought that Buggy was the leader of Cross Guild because of that poster, and they made him the emperor.
Yeah. That did not end well. At least for Buggy. With them, I just love seeing Mihawk and Crocodile just bullying Buggy. It's just a fun dynamic.
Oh yeah. And then we get bounty reveals for Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy. Crocodile is at 1.965 billion, which is insane from a frozen 80 million bounty.
We don't talk about
Alibaba. You don't use don't power scale. Just don't power scale. We have Mihawk's bounty at an insane 3.59 billion, which I think is completely earned, but gives him the second highest current bounty in the world right after Shanks. Well, that we know, because Dragons is probably higher.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. And then Buggy, the Emperor, is 3.189 billion. There's more than Luffy. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I get the government maybe doesn't want to draw as much attention to Luffy. But Mihawk has a higher bounty than 3 of the 4 emperors right now. And the only reason he isn't an emperor is because he has no interest in being an emperor. And so what I've known forever is that Mihawk being an emperor level fighter, he very clearly is. And this is just proof.
Yeah, if he really wanted, like that's the thing I like with Mihawk, where the thing with an emperor is not only is it their individual strength, but it's their crew, their influence, how far they reach, like what danger they pose to the government. Mihawk ranks that high without any of that other type of stuff. they literally hired the man so he would stop killing Marines.
Oh yeah, the Marine Hunter, and it'll be the Marine Hunter versus the Pirate Hunter. Zoro fans have eaten well, because not only is Zoro back to having the second highest bounty with the Strawhats, his end game is legit.
Yeah, I can't wait, because we have to get Mihawk at full strength versus Zoro at full strength at some point.
Oh yeah, it has to happen.
And then we'll definitely get the callbacks to what's the restaurant? Barati?
Yeah, Baratier.
Baratier. Yeah, Baratier. That'll be a good one when it happens. Every One Piece fans, minus Sanji fans, just ate pretty good. And then that's not the end of everything, right? Because we have some stuff on the Kamapa Island.
Yeah, or the revolutionaries. Get to see Dragon for the first time in a long time, I think. I couldn't tell you when the last time we saw Dragon was, but he's here. He's like, yeah, if Sabo really did kill Cobra, I'll never forgive him. We get to see that they rescued Kuma, so that's like, okay, kind of based, but he's still like a slave, and that's like an L that's not as based. And then we get to see that Sabo is calling them. And it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we don't know what he's calling for.
Well, theoretically, we learn next chapter, or we don't. I don't know. Yeah. So what did you think of this chapter, Kyle?
Great chapter. Definitely better than the last one with the Yamato not joining and it just keep on continuing the prejudice. This one,
One Piece fans after a chapter release be like, man, this is awful. I hate Oda. This is the worst series ever. One Piece fans 2 days later, me and the bestie.
Me and the bestie looking at chapter spoilers. Yeah, no, I'm just happy that we're finally back into actual One Piece exploring the world, and we're in the end game. Oda's even said we're in the final saga.
Yeah. And now this is the first chapter in the final saga. This is the first chapter of the One Piece saga.
Which there could be different arcs inside of, but arcs and sagas are different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this chapter. I think the bounties were done pretty well. I think maybe Zoro's could have been a little bit higher. But I think, again, it's fair. I like that Sanji's now number 4. Even if I will admit it doesn't make sense why Sanji got a lower bounty than Jinbei. Whenever Jinbei only beat Who's Who and Sanji beat Queen. I think Zoro should have been higher because he was up there fighting Big Mom and Kaido with Luffy, Law, and Kid for a little bit before he went and then took down King.
I mean, at some point, even Kaido's like, holy crap, I didn't block this guy's attack. I'd be kind of fucked over.
Yeah. But I think it was fun to get to see Buggies and Mihawks and Crocodiles. Bounties, I think those were all done well.
Buggy continued really good gag character.
Oh yeah, I love Buggy. I hope we get to see more of him. I really hope we get to see more of the revolutionaries. I would love to learn Dragon's Bounty at some point. Maybe Sabo calling them is maybe this next arc is going to deal with the revolutionaries.
Who knows? Maybe Sabo's calling them to say, "Hey, I know how to bring Ace back to life."
Yeah, maybe that'd be so cool. I think that'd be so cool. I think.
That would be really cool.
But yeah, no, I think there's a lot of where. So where do you think we're going next?
Okay, so joking aside, honest theory and thinking, the only things I could think that are left are the Marines and Blackbeard. Plus, I mean, I obviously Mihawk and whatnot, but for major players, the Marines and Blackbeard's crew, because we've taken down Kaido, taken down Big Mom, Whitebeard died a long time ago. Blackbeard and Shanks are left. So I'm kind of thinking what we talked about a while ago, where it might be where Luffy tries to go meet with Shanks and is either he shows up at the end of a fight and Blackbeard has Shanks killed, or I feel like we're going to see Shanks next. I feel like we're going to get Shanks, and at some point he might die involving Blackbeard. That's what my theory is.
I think Shanks definitely could die. I think that's insanely valid. I think you're valid, Kyle.
Because we don't know. We don't know all the mysteries yet. We don't know how it's possible for Blackbeard to hold both the Yami no Mi and I forget what the actual Japanese translation of Whitebeard's fruit is. But imagine he pulls you in, negates your power, and hits you it'd be like hitting a normal person with the force of an earthquake to the gut. You think like Whitebeard hitting someone was hard? This objectively hurts harder simply because your double fruit powers wouldn't work to stop it.
Yeah, I think we could see Vegapunk soon. I'd like to.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because whenever we meet Vegapunk, we learn the secrets of devil fruits. It's just a question of where is a log post taking them. It could be Elbaf. You know, that's the big thing. That's where everyone thinks is like, oh, we're going to Elbaf.
I think that too. I think Elbaf would be a nice place to go next. We could also get Usopp's, like, more Usopp character moments because with the giants back on the little garden. I also think probably in the final arc of One Piece, like the final bit, we're going to get the history of the world. Like, what happened 800 years ago? Why? Who is
but that's with the One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, that's... So that's what I said, like, later on. Not obviously not, like, stuff that's coming up next.
Yeah.
Next, I feel like Shanks and or Elbaf and or Blackbeard. If not, I feel like Blackbeard would be the final fight. That's my proposed theory. If
it's not Emu, then yeah, I'd say Blackbeard.
Yeah. Because I could easily see it being like, okay, fight Blackbeard, then go have this giant battle with the Marines, the thing that'll put Marineford to shame, and then the final obstacle to getting the One Piece is Emu. I could see. Be. That's my theorized roadmap. What about you?
Yeah, I think right now we're probably going into a little mini arc that I think may be known as like post Wano, or maybe there's already a thing known as post Wano. I don't know. I think that we're not going to be getting into like a big arc right now. I think it's just going to be a little mini arc. I would say I think Blackbeard will be the final obstacle before the One Piece. I think Shanks will be tied into that somehow. And then after they get the One Piece, then I think it's on with the Marines, so like the Admirals, Emu, the Celestial Dragons, all that. I also think that's a lot where the Revolutionaries are going to come in. But I would like to learn more about the Revolutionaries before we get proper into the end there. It's likely that the Revolutionaries know something about the true history of the Void Century and all that. Because I could be wrong here. I don't think we know exactly why they're rebelling against the world government.
No,
it could be just because like, oh, they're just tyrannical. But like, who is Dragon? What's his motivations? That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I think that all that stuff is something that will be learned around the time of the One Piece.
I also just remember hearing. I don't know where I heard it from. Guys, I promise I'm making up a source. I remember hearing that like the final arc, the final bit would be them getting the One Piece, and like that's it. So that's why I think the final arc, like the final fight's going to come before getting the One Piece, and then they get it and it ends. But I could definitely see it going the other way, where they get it, and then after Luffy becomes the Pirate King, it's like, all right, well you gotta put that merit to the test. You're the Pirate King. Here's the government. Have at it.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I would say a lot. So spoilers for Attack on Titan, I guess, is the entire series is building up to what's in Aaron's basement, right? And then you have everything, what you call it, the Battle of Shiganshina later with the Colossal and Armored. And then they get to the basement, and then it changes like the entire series, and there's still like a third plus of the series, like 2/5 of the series after the basement. I think the One Piece is going to be something similar. I just personally, I don't see the One Piece being the last thing that happens in One Piece. Oda could pull that. I don't think that I would like it, but because like I think because obviously, at least it's heavily implied that the world government has something to do with the Void Century. So at least to me, it doesn't make sense for them to like go all out against Luffy, or for Luffy to go all out against them until he gets the One Piece. I could be wrong. Oda could pull the rug out from under me and make me sound dumb here. But if that happens, I don't think that I would personally like it. I'll just have to see how it's handled. But I mean, it's a couple years away at least. I think we agreed on this last night. 5 years left of One Piece, I think.
Man, this has been a really good chapter review.
Oh yeah.
I'm joking.
The chapter so much.
Medicals. But all in all, good chapter, and I cannot wait to see where One Piece takes us next.
Yeah. So if you're this far in the video, obviously there's something you like, so make sure to like and subscribe, and go check out Book Club on Goobers and Screens, link in the description. We'll see you in the next video, which should be coming out this Wednesday, which should be Chainsaw Man. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting back into Chainsaw Man, dude.
That'll be good.
It's been a week. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Break next week for One Piece, so something else will go up. Probably so I've been reading Seraph of the End, because I have been reading Seraph of the End, and I'll probably make a video on it. But we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.